Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome everyone. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to our Pathfinder 2nd Edition game of the Ruby Phoenix, a prequel to the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix module that we will play one day. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who support the channel and allow us to keep the lights on and do this cool and amazing thing. It's so good to see so many cool people in chat. Welcome in, welcome in. I can see Seagod, McClover, McBluff, and of course my players ready to abuse the system of channel points in order to try and prevent me from killing them. But haha, it won't work. No, it will. It always does.
That's why I have so many, because I never use them.
That's very true. It's very true. Also, by the way, if you have noticed that there is some little technical glitches on my screen, that is because I've just updated OBS and I haven't tweaked my green screen settings. So, yeah, we're just living with that for now. They both live and basically, here's how this works, right? The more subscribers we get, the more resolution I'll give my players.
Yeah, that's a good incentive.
That's right. Why do you think they call them?
Every one subscriber he fixes one bit.
But well, yeah, why do you think they call them bits? I mean, like this is it. We'll give you a little bit. No, it's fine. I'll fix.
I was gonna say you might want to be careful there, Michael, because people might unsubscribe to reduce the resolution.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right. Well, before we get started, guys, let's take a quick moment to give a shout out and thank you to the sponsors who allow us to continue to look as good as we do and do this cool things that we do. First of all, Hero Forge. Guys, Hero Forge is an amazing tool if you are a TTRPGer like myself, or even if you just like playing around with really cool fantasy heroes. Going simply to the link and following the browser, you can make characters like the ones you see here. Hell, if you ask very nicely in my Discord, I'll even give you the recipes for some of these guys so you can have them not only for your collection, but also you can 3D print them. If you're a 3D printer or if you just want to buy them as is, they're available for purchase. And they also come in colored plastic, which is absolutely incredible for, yeah. Because, I mean, hey, with COVID, kind of not in the rear window, but, it's just kind of dealing with stuff. We're seeing people around tables more often. We're getting back into games, which is great. So a wonderful time, if any, to look at some minis for your table. Next, of course, Sirenscape for the wonderful soundtracks you will hear throughout the course of the game. We do use and source some royalty-free music as well. But Sirenscape, of course, gives us the soundboard that we need for all of those cool, magical moments to help us build our ambience for our game. And lastly, the VTT that we use, Fantasy Grounds. Go check out Fantasy Grounds. And if you want to do a purchase from Fantasy Grounds, consider using our affiliate code because, there's a little bit of a kickback for your friend, the Dead Aussie Gamer. Look, I'm going to be honest. I use Fantasy Grounds because when COVID hit, I spent like $500 on it. And honestly, I feel like I've only ever needed no more than like an hour's prep on anything I've done. It automates so much of your game. And if you get the Ultimate Edition, or if you actually purchase a license, your friends don't need to either, because they can not only build characters on your account, but then they can still access them on a free account. So, you can do that. That's kind of thing. Also, I'm going to give you guys a special reward. Because I am pushing subs this this month, because I'm pushing subs, I have some very special Ruby Phoenix dice that I purchased, which I will show on stream. Once we get to 100 subs, and I think we're just tailing on 70 at the moment. So they will be released, they'll be shown, and they will then be the official dice that I will use for my table here, which is a thing I'm going to basically do. It's basically going to be what I like to call the fate dice. So I can roll dice here, but then there'll be a channel point reward later where you guys in the audience will get to see and have me roll the fate dice for each game, and each game has their own unique set of dice. So if you want to early
set up a little camera,
yeah. So if you guys are interested in an early sneak peek, that'll be I'll be putting it up on when we get to that point. So, yeah.
That'll be awesome.
All right.
That'd be fun. I can't wait.
Now, next up, what's the next in our announcements? Let's meet the players and the characters. I'm gonna whiz through this because we are already a little bit behind because I waffle. We have, of course, playing the role of the Kitsune sorcerer, master of the waves and water, Kaito, played by our dear friend Sean. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Now Kaito,
yeah.
which I'm gonna zip through.
Yeah.
Kaito's adopted father was formerly a master of the element of earth, and Kaito grew up on the mean streets of Goka under his adopted father's tutelage. However, after gaining the ire of the Oni daimyo, Kaito and his friend Tamaki had to flee in his what might be his final act. Kaito's father gave the group several scrolls to give to the elemental masters in order to try and learn their secret techniques so that they may return one day and overthrow the Oni daimyo. Next to him, of course, is the role of Tamaki, the son of a magistrate, an investigator, and, of course, a ne'er-do-well, played by our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hi. Hello.
All right, so, sorry, just real quick. Also, hi, B-Dub. Let me just give you a quick shout out here. I know how my channel works because I'm a professional. It's not true. Boom. There it is. Everyone, go check out B-Dub. BW Rabbit Girl, a wonderful TTRPG streamer. Not TT. Sorry, let me rephrase. A wonderful streamer who does TTRPGs, who does a awesome game, community game of Cards Against Humanity and other awesome variety content. I'm not sure if you're still doing the stuff with Steel Rat. Let me know, and if you do, spell the name, and then I'll shout them out as well. But yeah, no, if you want to go check out some of their stuff, please do. We always hang out with cool friends of the community and the chat, and B-Dub's always here. We love B-Dub. Star Wars campaign ended. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I hope you had fun with it. I only caught the first couple of episodes, I think, but then time and Aussies and yep. But yeah, I hope you had fun with it. All right, next up we have. Oh no, wait, Tamaki. Tamaki, magistrate's son, wanting to prove himself to his father, has learned that. His father has deep pockets that run in tie with the Oni daimyo. So in order to try and maybe uncover more of the mystery and learn to see whether or not his family really is in bed with the Oni daimyo, our hero is searching for answers in his journey. Next on our big list of heroes that have joined us is Takeshi, our gripply ranger, who is a nature-based character who wanders finding purpose where the wind takes them. They met Takeshi in the Temple of the Master of Waves, where they presented the Master of Waves with the scroll, which is currently being translated. But Takeshi saw the nobility in our heroes' actions and has joined them for their journey. This amazing character is played by our dear friend, Rock Protector. Morning, Rock.
Hi, guys.
All right.
How are you doing?
Me? I'm how's chat doing? How is chat doing? Guys, how are you doing? Just for today, I'm going to take something from our dear friends over at Careful Cantrip. What are your highs? What are your lows? Let me know in chat. I hope that you guys are having a spectacular weekend, or at least the start of a spectacular weekend. Or for those of you who are winding down on a Thursday and getting ready for the Friday, I hope you're having a spectacular Friday. There you go. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Fumihito. Now, Fumihito is a monk from the Jade Temple. The Jade Temple is, of course, a place which collects a variety of reliquies and dangerous artifacts from all around Tianxia. Hearing about these scrolls of the assorted masters, Fumihito was deployed to go and retrieve them and bring their carriers back to the temple. Arriving in town, not only has he stumbled upon them, but also has managed to convince them to go and speak with the monks at the temple about their quest and journey. But first, there are matters that must be taken care of. This incredible character is played by our dear friend and carpenter extraordinaire, none other than Avarian CA.
Hello.
Hello.
That came out higher than I was expecting.
Fair. No, that's perfect.
It's good.
And last but absolutely not least, this wonderful human being, amazing role player, great content creator, streamer, husband, is none other than our dear friend, all things fantasy, aka Wolven, aka Matt, who plays the role of Ryoshi. Hi, Matt.
Good morning. Hey, everyone. It's great to be back behind the table. How are you holding up, man?
Ah, so good. I'm so happy that you're here. I can't stress enough how much I enjoy playing with you, my friend. And
Thank
I
you.
love your characters
Same here.
and how you manage to like really like capture like just all these emotions in these characters. 'Cause Ryoshi's got a whole thing going on. So Ryoshi, a dwarven samurai from a noble family, uncovered a secret experimentation that his uncle was doing to convert his family members into elemental spirits. After uncovering the plot in order to try and save face, Ryoshi was banished from his family and is now traveling as a ronin with our group in hopes of trying to defeat the Oni daimyo, who they believe may possibly have also had a hand in those experimentations with the elemental masters. Whew, boy. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Hey, Classic Sam's in the house. What's up? Welcome in, buddy. M Lord Mistress, best friend and hubby are flying into town this weekend. That's awesome, Lo. It's to check on Dad and his home. Got a direct hit from a hurricane. Oh no, that's well, I mean, yes, those are very, very low. And I hope that your dad is okay and that you guys have done okay for the hurricane. We don't have hurricanes here in Australia. Well, we do, but they're like, I don't know. I feel like I've never been hit by a hurricane. I don't know anyone that has been. I think Queensland might have been. There you go. Oh, hey, we just
I think Queensland did.
yeah, that's ringing a bell in the back of my head. But it doesn't happen often, is what I mean. Like we don't have like Tornado Alley or anything like that. Now, real quick, guys, we are in the middle of a hype train. For those of you who are doing the hype train stuff, we are on a what's it called? Subathon, that's the one. And we are trying to get 100 subs to reveal the campaign dice for the Ruby Phoenix. So as soon as we hit 100, you guys get to see it. That's kind of it. So let's see how this hype train goes. Lastly, there's only one last person to thank before we get started with today's game, and that is you guys. You guys in the audience. First of all, guys, this is my livelihood. This is how I make money. But that's not what's important to me. What's important to me is you guys have come here and given me your time. I appreciate that, and I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for enjoying what we do. Right? Honestly, I know that there are so many things that we can do in our lives, and I'm really glad that you've decided to spend a portion of your life with me today. That's very meaningful to me. If you, however, enjoy the show and you want to and can have the means to support the channel, then consider donating. We have a bunch of rewards that are just off to the side here. We have, of course, $5 rewards for our hero points and jinx points. Hero points give our heroes advantage and allow them to petition the GM for stuff that's not necessarily in the rules. Jinx points allows me to give them disadvantage and do some mischief as well. $10 gives us a plot twist drawn from the deck of plot twists, which can shift the entire story very quickly and very sharply depending on what gets flipped. For $20, you can give someone a natural 20. For $50, you can boost and make a boss fight even harder or provide the group with a magical item. And lastly, we have a $100 secret menu item. The secret menu item today is going to be a little bit boring. I'm so sorry. I feel really ashamed. But the $100 is going to be a level up. That's right. $100, you're going to level up my whole group. That's what we're doing. Yeah, so there you go. That's so that's that one. For no other reason than I built something. I made something for an encounter for this game, and I'm really concerned. But we'll find out about more of that. We'll find out more about that later. Hey, thank you so much to everyone who's been contributing to the hype train. BW Rabbit Girl, M Lord Mistress, Classic Sam, Random 1177, and Avarian. Thank you so much. We have just completed level 2 hype train, guys. You're amazing. You're freaking wonderful. Look at you. Look at you there. All right, guys. Do you want to get started? Do you want to play our game? Do you want to do the thing?
Hell yeah!
Yeah. I guess so.
You get well, if we must. All right. Well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our heroes return to Minkai, the city at the capital. The capital city of Minkai, should I say, where our heroes are participating in the Warrior Scholars Tournament. The reason they're doing so is at the behest of a strange and mysterious man managed to do some repairs on our hero's attire after a weary battle. The position was to create to get a honored bound script so that that person's business would always be associated with those who have won the Warrior Scholars Tournament. The Warrior Scholars Tournament is a battle and a strategic test to see one's skill and prowess in the heat of battle, so that you, when needed to, are called upon by the Emperor in order to represent and protect the nation of Minkai. After the first battle against the two ninjas, our heroes emerged victorious, having defeated them thanks to the aid of Callie, one of the group's allies who was hidden in the crowd and managed to swing things in their favor. The second battle did not come so easily, however. Faced off against a tactician, a masterful strategist who used not only bizarre magics, but also a powerful fan that helped him redirect and deviate injury. The group found themselves cornered, and it is here that we return to our adventure. All right, let's share the map here. All right, there it is. Boom. All right. Now, thunder crashes down and rain begins to pour on this small and westernized village. Our heroes find themselves caught in a downpour and a hurricane, a twisting cyclone that is pulled and dragged around the site where Tamaki Kai has been nailed to the ground. Well, not nailed, but like stuck to the ground thanks to a pothole. Both Ryoshi and Takeshi have been sucked up into the maelstrom while they were attempting to rescue Tamaki. But Zun Liao Zhon, who is the spellcaster here, is making very, very quick work of our warriors. Now, another thing I failed to mention, but I probably should, is that these characters, these heroes, are trying to protect themselves from assassins hired by the Oni Daimyo. It is apparently the case that all competitors here at the tournament are hired assassins, ready, waiting, and eager to kill our team for those scrolls. All right. Let's say we roll another initiative. Get a brand new initiative going. Then I'll get some combat music going. Come here, you. Sorry, everything is chugging a little, but we'll get there.
Oops. That's not what I wanted to do.
All right, there we go. Okay, Kaito, you are up first.
Okay. Actually kind of glad. I'll I start the new initiative by getting down on my knees and bowing as low to the ground as possible. And just be like, if me and Fumihito concede, will you spare the two that are, gonna be falling once the storm dissipates? You've clearly won. You've demonstrated your clear intelligence and your deservedness to win the entire tournament. I feel like this battle is definitively over.
The sound of the roaring hurricane rips across the courtyard, and he strokes his beard. He seems to be listening and seeing what you're doing. But do you do anything else?
If he doesn't respond, I'll just say, by even entering this tournament, you've already won this tournament before. You deserve it more than anybody else here just by signing up. It's unfair that it wasn't considered a win the last time you were here. In fact, like, it's kind of inspiring knowing that someone at your age when you beat it could have in the first place.
The reason he's stroking his beard and considering your words is because literally 2 seconds ago you were shanking him in the kidneys while he was bowing.
Because it was the tactical thing to do.
Yeah, and keeping in mind, manipulation is the name of the game. So he is not buying necessarily how genuine you might be, even though you might be very genuine. Literally, it's very hard to believe someone's very flowered words after they've very viciously started stabbing you. We will move on, though, to Tamaki. Tamaki, you are still wedged into this pothole. Your legs are kind of hanging out. You're still under that mud. And your leg is broken, if I'm not mistaken, because when Ryoshi...
broken leg with a snapped tendon.
Yeah, Ryoshi...
Yeah, Ryoshi snapped the tendon.
All right.
and broken leg.
All right, you do still feel Ryoshi on the end of your broken leg, though. So, Tamaki, what do you want to do as you feel...
Ow.
Yeah, you're in pain. You feel the
I thought
hurricane.
he let go. I thought he was 50 feet in the air. I don't know. I mean, if he's still trying to hang on, I guess I can try to climb out by like pushing off, like, because I'm currently grabbing around the Holy Avenger, but if I can maybe like shimmy my way out, kind of push myself out of the hole.
All right, you're going to try and shimmy your way up. Make a athletics check as you try to shimmy your way and push, struggling against the mud and the side of the... Ooh.
God damn.
That is
I'm gonna die here.
that is a critical failure. Ryoshi, I need you to make me a...
That's not good for the first roll of the night.
No, it's not a great sign. Ryoshi, I need you to make me a reflex save, please.
Now, I believe that Ryoshi already was swept up into the hurricane.
Oh, were you not still holding on?
No.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay,
thought.
no
He
worries,
was
no worries.
50
Okay.
or so feet up. And...
In which case, oh, actually, super quick. Let me just say real quick. Welcome to Napoleon God, and thank you to all of the people who were just given gifted subs. Please enjoy your new emotes as well. I did forget. My apologies. Okay, boom, there it is. Okay, now, as Ryoshi has flown away, there's no need for a reflex save. In which case, Tamaki is pulled out of the pothole and sent screaming into the hurricane along with the others. All right, now as this happens, you are going to take some damage. Specifically, you're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and another 5 points of thundering damage as the crashes and cracks just basically deafen you and bounce you around. All right, you've got 2 more actions.
So I kind of tossed the scarf out, but I was still holding on to one end, hoping that
You are 86 foot in the air.
Oh shit. I guess I'm gonna quickly look around. Is there anything flying at me?
Yes, Takeshi.
Try and grab him as he crashes into me.
Sure, make an athletics check as you attempt to... Actually, no, make a reflex save. Reflex save as you reach out. Takeshi, you're, like, sort of sprayed out, like, you know, like your arms and legs are out, and you can see...
Yeah.
And you can see Tamaki up ahead. You reach out, and as Tamaki does as well, you collide and hit each other, grabbing on and locking arms. The two of you are now spinning horizontally in the maelstrom as well, but you now have a firm grasp on each other.
Okay. We need to try reach Ryoshi. I have
This is
technically one
not-
action left. I know.
This is not gonna help my landing. I can't.
Shoot. All right. Is Ryoshi nearby too now, kind of, or is he kind of flying? Do I kind of see him anywhere?
What's
I got
your
one more
idea?
action.
How is this gonna
Um,
help us land if we're
just
in a
get-
ball?
Just try to get to Ryoshi.
All right. I'm going to start with this. Let's go with a perception check to see if you can see Ryoshi in the storm. All right.
23.
All right. With your last action, you do see Ryoshi. He is a little bit of a distance away, but you can't get to him yet.
All right.
Next up is Junlai Zhong. He looks at Kaito, and he claps his fan closed. It is cracked and broken from when Takeshi had shut it. But the strategist looks down at Kaito and says, "This is most disappointing. Strategies, tactics, all of these are to further your ascent and journey to your aspirations. I've seen you fight. Tell me, do any of your fights share the spirit of your ambition? Do any of your fights search for what you truly desire?"
Oh, does he?
He's saying this to Kaito. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there have been fights where we have had to fight to obtain what we need or what we want, our goals. But there are also our fights that are born out of necessity as well. And survival at that point becomes the goal.
You speak of your group and others. He takes a moment and he says, "But what do you seek? A tactician
I
cannot reach a goal that they do not have. Do you simply wish to win this battle? If you do, I will concede now. I will end my spell and surrender. If that is all you want."
what I want does not have to do with this battle.
It has to do with
What-
every
what-
battle.
What I truly want is to see justice done upon those for the people that can't achieve it for themselves.
He
This battle is merely a goal on that, or a stepping stone on to achieve that goal. But if it must be lost,
looks at you and he says, A pity you cannot see." He asks you one last time, "What do you seek?" And as he puts his finger on you, I want you to make a will save.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. Okay. At this point, Kaito, you see yourself as a child. You see yourself in a small tea shop with an old pangolin. You've been beaten up by some rough thugs in the streets. And he is tending your wounds. He seems to be smiling and the like, and looking after you. You are getting in trouble. You've smashed a window and running out with a couple of your friends, with this angry pangolin chasing you with a broom. You then see another scene where you're being dressed up for a portrait, a hand-drawn one. This old pangolin is fussing over your appearance, making sure your hair is okay, as you stand for the hand portrait. And you see what looks to be yourself not too long ago in a field with a burning house. Several ninjas having just recently slaughtered a group of werewolves. Ones that you had called friends. And a man dressed in the similar garbs to the ninjas, with eyes akin to yours, wielding fire upon their hands. Your ideals are noble. Your goals are inspiring. But deep down, Kaito, what you want, what Kaito's always wanted, has never been so grandiose. Not until you met Tamaki and Takeshi and Fumihito and have strived to take the burden that was given to you. With the pointed finger of Zhu resting on you, it almost feels as though someone has stilled a tempestual water, like an unsettled lake or pond. And with a single touch, it seems to give you that clarity. Now, I'm not going to tell you what Kaito wants. If Kaito wishes to give the same answer, he may. But he will ask it one last time. Not what the group wants. Not what ideals Kaito has for the world in general, or the responsibilities he's burdened with. The question he simply asks again is, what do you seek?
As I wipe tears from my eyes, I'm just like, he quietly says, just a family. And my family are up there.
He stands and he nods. He says, family. Family is a powerful, powerful thing. They give us strength when we have none, and ask for nothing in return. Families are not just those who are born by blood, but also those to whom we owe our very lives. And with that, he waves his hand, and the storm begins to subside. The rain stops, and the wind lowers you to the ground. All right. As you are all lowered at this point to the ground.
Ow! As it landed on my leg. Oh, fuck.
What do you guys do as this happens?
Oh.
Well, Ryoshi's freaking out. He does not like being in the air whatsoever. You know how it's like that person struggling to swim when they're trying to grasp for everything and anything in front of them? Ryoshi's like that to the very second he's holding onto the ground.
Just picture that little stout dwarf just kicking and flailing.
Yeah. When he finally reaches the ground, he stands up, centers himself, goes back into like the stoic dwarf that he was. But before that point, he was having a massive freak out.
we cut back to like 2 seconds ago. Oh! And right now, just
That would try to grab him midair.
yeah, you're grateful the
Like,
Not exact-
yeah you're grateful the thunder
Flailing.
drowned everything out. All right. But yes, Fumihito, what about yourself?
I watch the exchange between these two. And I keep and I see the traveling companions landing on the ground over there. So I'm going to take my katana and wipe the pages off of it back into my tome. Send my phone flying across the room. Then walk over to our injured companion and see if I can help him fix up his leg. I'm going to keep a wary eye on the mage while I'm doing this, though.
All right. He sort of looks at you, and the people who are watching in the crowd seem a bit confused. A few moments later, he turns and he walks past past all of you and towards Ryoshi. He bows specifically to Ryoshi and says, "It has been a long time. So long, in fact, you may not remember me. But when I attempted the Scholars Tournament many years ago, the event was being safeguarded by your father. I remember you well, Ryoshi, of the Akasanga clan. Your father stood and vouched for myself. Despite my age, he believed that I could be a warrior scholar. But it was not to be. I have not forgotten the kindness shown to me that day. And I have done much to try and ensure that the Akasanga clan has remained prosperous through various actions. I'm sorry to hear about your current circumstance. It must be difficult. I cannot imagine what it's like."
Thank you. It is difficult, but it was for the best of the group, of the Akasanga family name.
I'm sure.
For what little it amounts to, I would agree with my father. You should have become a warrior scholar that day, and I hope you become one today as well.
Perhaps. One day. But for now... And you watch as he raises a single hand, and as he does, he drops it by his side. You hear the sounds of a large gong. This is the symbol of surrender. As the gong rings out, he says that, "I do not profess to see the future, but I know that something is coming. Something that'll need your strength. I can trust very few with such a great task." What's your father's name, by the way, Ryoshi?
Let me get it up. Hinoshi.
He says, "There are few that I can trust, but the son of Hinoshi gives me hope." And you watch as the lights sort of gather around you, and as you begin to disappear from this location back to the grand stadium and hall of the tournament. Ryoshi, your mind goes back to the day you met the group. The rivers of Minkai, where you found the group washed up. It's a very strange thing how the river seemed to bend almost directly towards where you happen to be on watch. How the scroll of the waves simply floated into Fumihito's hands at the exact opportunity. In a fleeting moment, Ryoshi, you think back to the crowds of people that were there that day. You hadn't paid attention to many of them. But you think maybe there was a flash of an emerald scholar walking around nearby that day. With that, we return back to the tournament. A loud cheer goes out for you guys as you arrive. The auditorium filled with people applauding your valiant fight. Seeing your myriad of spells and your coordination. Everyone is cheering. Many people are wondering, like, what they did. What did they say? Was it a mind-controlling spell? What happened? But they are all there's a huge cry of support. From high above, the general. Well, it seems as though yet again you have proven yourselves against quite the formidable opponent. But this is to be expected. You had, of course, superior numbers, and the terrain seemed to grant you a measure of disadvantage. But hey, a little rain never killed anyone, right? Ha ha ha!
My leg.
Oh,
I mean, it did kill a paladin.
oh yes. No, he'll be fine. He's been taken to the infirmary and will be healed up by the end of the Scholars Tournament. Speaking of which, a couple of healers will come out to heal you guys. You guys will heal 16 plus 5, 21 hit points each.
Can they heal my tendon, please?
No, your character is going to unfortunately remain clumsy.
No! Oh shit! Oh no!
All right, yes, your character is unfortunately going to remain clumsy, so you are going to be taking some penalties on your physical stats while your tendons are still quite tender. But the nature of the tournament is not to breathe and not to break.
Yep. Ouch.
Now,
Ugh.
ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our next champion to face off against this group of stalwart warriors. This individual I had personally trained in the barrackses of the... what's that place called? Kasai. In the barrackses of Kasai. My prodigy. Yama Toza. And you now see this dude
Oh.
step up.
He's the one that I was the most afraid of.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, second to the ninjas.
Now, Yama Toza, as his name would imply, is a mountain of a bloke. He is enormous. And as he steps forward, you realize that that this individual is probably more akin to a soldier than a monk. Mostly because his body, while very muscular and toned as a monk would be, you take a closer look and notice that he has countless scars on the front of his body. As he walks up to you, his scarifications become clear. Swords, maces, scythes, daggers, a whole bunch of these just covering him from head to toe. And as he walks past you and onto the podium, you'll notice something that maybe terrifies you even more. He has no wounds on his back. His back is a clear canvas. As he steps forward, he says, "I am ready, Sensei. Just say the word." The next battle will be held in the Emperor's summer home. There, you will play a game, a simple one, of cat and mouse. Draw from this small bag to see whether you will be playing cat or if you will be playing mouse.
Kaito, can I have my bag back? I think.
Now
Now that you can
Oh.
cast your spells.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to do a very
Okay.
quick poll here for our audience,
I'll grab it back.
because we love our
Somebody
audience,
did.
right?
Love your audience.
All right.
Okay.
Now, this game of cat and mouse involves our heroes either chasing down this big guy or this big guy chasing them down, right? The goal is a fight, effectively. It just depends on who is capable of fighting and who is not. So, it's a 2-minute poll. What should our group be? Should our group be mice or should our group be the cat?
Guys.
Cast your votes now.
While we're waiting, I guess, is there time to plan for one or the other?
You can if you would like. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Kind of in a huddle, so we can kind of whisper, and I just go, "If we become the mice, who's gonna need to carry me?" Actually, what does clumsy do? It doesn't reduce speed, does it? Or
No,
what?
it doesn't reduce your speed. It just means that you're it means that you take penalties on all your physical based challenges.
Okay. Crap. So maybe I could just keep running. But, like, I don't think I'll be able to stop him if he comes to get me.
That's why we should work as a team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah,
why are we
man.
all huddled up with our hands over each other's shoulders in a circle? This feels a little odd.
I mean, so he can't hear us. If he's the one chasing, then he won't hear our plans.
Oh, we actually talked. Maybe I should whisper then.
This is by whispering the dwarf.
This is my whispering voice.
This is my whispering. This is whispering yelling.
Do I have a thing that increases speed? I forgot.
Now, as far as I'm aware, it shouldn't really matter who the cat and who the mouse is, unless they
True.
get special penalties and bonuses.
Yeah. One
Regard-
just has to run away and or hide, and the other one has to
If I
catch.
grab
No, that's hide and seek. This is slightly different.
If I grab that,
I guess it's true.
it'd be faster, but true.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Stepping forward, I'm going to say Takeshi. You step forward
Yeah.
and reach down into this small box being held by what looks to be one of the attendants. And you pick out a mouse written on a
yeah.
card. So it is written.
Oh gosh.
Here are the rules. The mice will be allowed to enter the home and attempt to hide. They may use any means necessary to protect themselves. However, the cat is bigger, stronger, and a direct confrontation will not likely end in success. You must survive. He says 5 minutes, but effectively it'll be no, let's say it's half an hour roughly, and we'll only go into rounds of combat when we get to rounds of combat. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Basically you have to survive half an hour in the mansion. Now, remember here, your objective is simply to survive. If he knocks any of you out or kills you, which again would disqualify him, if he knocks you out or kills you, you are done. You are out. Even if someone brings you back up, you will be removed from the facility.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Okay.
Are there any like people in it, or will we be the only people inside this building?
You'll be the only people there.
Damn. Can't disguise myself.
All right. Once again, you feel a shift as portal energy drags you away and towards what looks to be... I'm just going to move this guy real quick. Moves you towards a beautiful countryside house.
Can you disguise yourself as a object?
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot do prop hunt, sadly.
All right.
That'd be awesome.
And let me share this map with my players. There we go. Okay. So, as mentioned, your objective here is to simply survive. You have 5 minutes to explore the house and figure out where you want to go. But you are at the front door. I'm going to allow you guys to move freely, and I will describe the rooms as you arrive. You will not be able to move from a room until I finish describing it. So.
Oh crap! We have to actually explore this place. Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
So assuming.
Sorry. Just because we are on a time limit, let's keep going this.
Yeah.
You find this old mansion is overgrown and derelict. It looks like they haven't been traveling here for quite some time. There are only small blackberry bushes that seem to be half growing, clung almost like weeds to the sides of this house. You can see the architecture itself is a traditional Japanese-styled house with 2 stories that reach upwards. From the outside, the windows have all been shuttered and closed off, with what look to be almost westernized awnings placed in various locations. This is a place that often serves as a meeting place between those from the western continents to those here in the east. The door is shut, but it is unlocked.
Is there any space underneath the house?
Looking beneath the house, there is. However, it is rife with thorns and brambles.
If we try to cut any of it away, he'll know that we went
Yeah,
that way
we-
because it'll
Well,
like,
Pretty obvious.
That's fine. I'm wearing quite a lot of armor. I guess I'll go there.
My only suggestion against that is if it's rife with these, you're going to tramp them down, and it will lead a path directly to you.
Good point.
However,
But
if you wish, I do have this. As I hold out my Akasanga clan signal whistle. You are known to be a member of this clan. You could hang it from a bush somewhere as a distraction.
That might be a good way to gain a few seconds.
Hmm.
A few moments.
Lead him down another path or something.
Let's actually a great idea. Hiroshi kind of make a path into the bramble and hang the whistle on a nearby branch leading through that path. Effectively creating a bramble trap.
You could attempt that, yes. Also,
You guys explore the rest of the house. I'll start on this.
also, we had a donation from someone who hasn't been named yet, but I received that. That's the donation thing. If you could let me know what you would like to purchase from the GM action list, let me know. Let me know.
Let him know.
So we could stick together, but also if we stick together, then he can take us all out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So
I
if
feel
we
like in
actually
this
do want to
case-
split up in this one,
Yeah, I feel like in this case, splitting up could be helpful to not only search more ground, but to, not be near each other so we can't be found right after another.
All right. I'll start this trap. You guys go on ahead.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
um,
I'm
And
gonna
actually,
go- I'll go
Takeshi, if
through
you
the-
want, climbing up onto the roof might be a good idea.
oh yeah, if he can't get up on the roof, then you're safe up there. Although he does look pretty strong, I think he could jump fairly high.
All right, there are 2 minutes left on the clock before your competitor enters.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
let's
open the
go.
door.
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
Let's actually go inside the house.
All right. Also, you have been given hero points for everyone from McClover. Thank you so much. My players, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, there they are.
Nice.
Boom. All your hero points. Look at them, shiny and lined up.
Ooh.
I promise not to use it wisely.
All right. You find yourself in the vestibule. A portrait of what looks to be a gaunt woman seems to be hung up on the wall. You believe that this is likely the Empress's mother, who is guarding over the threshold. To your can you not see? Can you not?
Yeah, I can't see
Yeah.
it on mine.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
not
control my
uncovering.
character anymore either.
all right. Hold on. Let me give you guys some torches real quick. This won't count towards your time, by the way. There it is. So I'm gonna give Tamaki a torch.
Yay.
There we go. And you each of you can have a torch.
All right. Well, we definitely need to continue on. There's nothing in here.
I'm just gonna do a quick bow to the portrait of the lady, and then we'll move on.
All right. So you guys can all see.
Move on.
Yep.
All right, sweet. I'll add a couple of minutes onto the clock just so that you guys have a certain chance. All right. So where are you moving to? You bow to the clock and then.
So we went.
Is there only the one door further inside?
No, there's another one. We just gotta open them like this. Doors. Tamaki has opened these doors.
Okay. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, I opened.
That.
Yep.
All right. You find yourself in the large foyer. There are stairs leading upwards, doors leading to the south and to the north, and two pathways that seem to dip off to the east.
I am going to check out the upstairs.
Ryoshi, you can also move
This right.
if you would like.
Is that a window over there?
Since I'm not fairly strong right now, I'm kind of weak. I might go with someone to help hide me, if that's okay with someone.
You can come with me, but I don't promise us any better luck.
That's fine. Maybe we can think of some way to hide us better.
Actually, before I open that door, Michael, and I pass by this little one,
Mhm.
without opening it, I'm gonna drop one of my tarot cards at the door.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna take a look in this room.
By the way, this place is derelict. Are we leaving like dusty footprints?
You
Oh,
are not.
yeah, I guess
You are not. Okay.
Okay.
So Fumihito, I'm gonna see. Are you going in or are you just putting the thing down at the moment?
When I pass by the little door, I'm not going in. I'm not even looking at the little door.
Okay.
I'm just dropping a tarot card near it, and then I'm gonna be going into this room here.
Okay. Let me just draw
gonna
the
be going
tarot
in
card
with
here real quick. There you go. That's the tarot card right there. Okay, and Tamaki, you're following Fumihito?
Mhm.
Okay, Kaito, you're going to the second story?
Yep.
Okay, let me just move Kaito here real quick. And let me give you a torch again. There we go. And there you are. Go.
There we are. Yeah.
Okay, so you're on that second story. Takeshi, I'm going to move you around just a teeny bit more so you can see that there are 2 doors around that corner.
Okay.
Do you want to go into any of them or?
What is it? What's that in front of me?
There is no facing rules,
window?
so I don't know what you mean by front. You mean the little light thing? Yeah, that's a window.
So, okay. Can I see what's at the window?
There is a dense series of jungles on the side of a mountain. It seems that you are actually quite high, as you can see the cloud line is actually not too far away from where you currently are.
Okay. I'll check out this room over here, the small door.
All right. You open the small door, and you can see that there is a staircase
Yeah.
leading down into a cellar.
Ooh.
Also, my
Okay.
fantasy grounds crashed. I'll bring that back up real quick.
No worries. Oh, I forgot. I have music.
Too many maps at once.
I have music for this.
Ooh.
and, and what's in the other room?
The other room. The
Yeah, the with the 2 room, the double doors.
you can open it and find out.
I will open it and find out.
Beautiful. All right, inside here you find
okay. That's
you find a kitchen. All right,
okay.
Ryoshi, what about yourself?
I'd like to have a look inside this room here.
All right. Once again, you, much like Takeshi, find another stairwell leading down to the cellar.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go down the stairwell and close the door behind me.
Very well. You do so. Okay. All of a sudden, you hear
Oh crap.
No, that was too quick.
the gong.
Oh gosh.
Yama has entered. Well, has been teleported, should I say. All right. So Yama is going to go on his own initiative, but these are going to be minute initiatives.
Okay.
Probably a couple of minutes,
Uh-oh.
actually. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, here we go. Fumihito, you're up first, and you hear the alarm pretty quickly.
Shit, wait.
I have a technical question about mirror image.
Yep.
They cannot be outside of a room that I'm in.
Correct. They occupy your square to give you the impression that there are multiple versions of you in that spot.
I was just wondering if I could cast it, then close the door. And... All right.
That would be kind of funny.
So we don't.
Oh, and
really
Michael, can you share the second floor with me again? Sorry.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
There you go.
So there's no other doors out of this space.
There are not.
Well, Tamaki, we can either risk going out through one of the windows or backtracking.
We heard the gong. I don't think we should go back. You can easily find us at first.
That's a bad. Bad assumption
think
he's starting
for-
at the same place we are.
True. I mean, I'd say can check to see if these windows can be opened. If we can get out a window and go somewhere else, maybe. But
I will move over here,
Mhm.
and I'm going to check to see if there's latches on these circular windows, and try to peek around to see if I can see to the front step as to whether or not that's where he arrived.
Okay. There are latches, and if you peek, yes, you can see him, which you can see him at the front steps there. However, I'm going to get you to make me a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if you
really
see
wish I
that-
hadn't changed my my
we
skills.
have 0
from
points
yesterday.
now.
You do have hero points now, courtesy of Maklova.
Oh gosh.
Oh my. Oh my. He could fail it. He does not.
He did not.
Oh my gosh.
So he does notice something in the window. He doesn't see specifically who, but you definitely notice him like looking in your direction.
I will
Also-
snap back when I notice.
Yep. Also, you notice he's wielding a freaking massive hammer. When I say massive, I mean it looks as though the hammer itself is like the bust of a statue. Like that's how big it is.
So
You have 2 more
it was
actions.
a good guess, Tamaki.
Yep.
He's at the front door.
Oh gosh.
So
I
I'm
say-
going to move to this window here
Mm-hmm.
and open it.
All right. You open the window.
And then I'm basically going to wait and recommend you close the door
Yep.
and potentially
The
plan to
was-
hop out.
All right.
Good.
I'm gonna give you guys. You know what? I don't want to let you do that without giving you guys a proper insight check. What is for me? You know what? Make a perception check because there's no sense motive in this game anymore.
Perception.
It's very cool, isn't it, Mudcat? Mudhole. Mudcat.
19.
19. That's okay. What about you, Tamaki?
Oh, I roll on
Yes,
one too?
please.
Perception. Okay, sorry.
Oh no.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a 15.
All right.
Wow.
Your goal was to evade capture in the house. Every encounter that you've had so far, the first round, the second round, and now the third round, has involved you immediately being removed from the competition, from leaving the play space, as it were.
Boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that as you move to the window. So you've still got the rest of that movement and one more action left for Mahito.
So is there? Are these 5-foot squares?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a movement.
Okay.
So we need to close the door and conceal ourselves in this room temporarily.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of cover here.
All right. So just, well, if you did want to hide, where did you want to hide?
Are these China shelves or China
They're
cupboards? of
they're
some kind?
cabinets, and you see several chairs and tables. You can also see
in which case I'm
you can
gonna
also see this room has a like a 10-foot high. No, actually, no, it'd be a 15-foot high ceiling. It's pretty tall, pretty big.
Any curtains or drapes hanging from the ceiling?
There are, yes.
Do they look in good enough condition for someone to climb up and basically hide inside?
Yeah, I'd say why not.
I will attempt to do that.
All right, make a athletics check and a stealth check.
Yeah.
Athletics check first because I'll give you a bonus if you can climb to the top. Otherwise, it's just a stealth check.
Oh,
All right, you-
no, not even remotely close.
All right. Okay, yeah. So climbing up proves to be difficult, but let's go with the stealth check.
Oh, wow. That was not the number that showed up on the die I rolled.
Oh no, 16's.
number that
Oh no,
showed up.
16's fine. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because the die landed on a 3.
No. Must have been just over. Yeah, no. So 16 is fine. So you will get a bonus from hiding up in the curtain. Okay.
10 on my stealth.
All
And I whispered to Tamaki, find a place to hide.
right. That brings us to Tamaki.
All right. In which case, I think it'd be better if I left because it'll make more sense for him just to hide here by himself. So what I'll do is, you're in the curtain, right?
Yep.
Okay, you moved to the table. That's why I was confused.
Well, I climbed up. There's curtains and drapes on the ceiling.
Oh,
So I
okay,
climbed
gotcha.
up, which I'm guessing would.
Oh,
put me
so you're on the
somewhere in
ceiling.
the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So your curtains and drapes will be
Cool.
about here.
All right, so I just kind of look at Fumihito and I was like, I'll see you later. I'll close the doors for you.
Oh, you say that?
Um,
Hold on, 1 second.
Like,
Do-do-do-do.
what? Someone just fall off the ceiling? Can I?
Maybe.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. I was gonna like whisper it to him, but whatever.
That is whispering.
Oh.
Make-
Yeah.
Make your stealth check. You do have a bonus.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna use.
this place
hero
Is
point.
dead silent.
You can use your hero
I'm
point.
gonna use my hero
Yeah,
point.
your hero point.
Yep.
Your hero point can give you a +4 bonus, which would be enough to beat this check. So you don't need to make another roll.
Okay, I will do that. Oof.
All right, done and done.
All right.
All right,
So
so he
I
does not
will-
hear you.
As I head out for moving, I'm going to silently close the doors,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to kind of stealthily. How does stealth work? Is it half move still? or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
half
kinda-
move.
Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15.
Mhm.
And I guess that's all I can really move for one action.
Yep. Then you got one more action.
Then I have to stealth, right? For that move? or-
Well, only if you want to stealth there.
Okay, so then I guess I gotcha. So then I'm gonna kind of 5, 10, 15, and I kind of looked at Takeshi and I say, "Run! He's over there." And then I'll stealth right here.
All right, make a stealth check.
Oh, I thought that was the stealth.
No. Oh. All right. Next up is Takeshi.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's at the front door where we came from.
Dang it.
He's
I had a plan. I was gonna.
Go.
I'm gonna. Well, I had an idea,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna still do it. Okay. I'm gonna go into the kitchen here.
I think I know what you're doing.
All right, you go into the kitchen.
And I'm gonna find. Is there any like stools or chairs or anything in here?
Not in the kitchen per se, but there are some barrels that you'd think that people would sit on to like peel potatoes and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of those. See if I can lift it.
Sure. It's got like it's a half barrel of potatoes. What's your character's strength?
Strength is 8.
Yeah. Yeah, probably a little bit heavy to lift.
Okay. What if I dump out the potatoes?
If you dump out the potatoes, yeah, you can definitely lift it then.
But would it be hard to just toss? a little bit, or it would be hard?
It would take you more time than if you dumped the whole barrel. Because you'd be taking out a bit rather than pouring the whole thing out or tipping the whole thing over.
So if I, okay,
I'm gonna say that you've
I
already
wanted
moved over
to
here. But yeah.
take the. Okay, yeah, yeah. I want to dump it all out, and it would be able to throw it. Like I want to throw it through the window over there.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Cool. You hear this as you pour the potatoes onto the floor. They're within range, so yeah, you can throw them anywhere you want.
Okay, I just toss them and take them out. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got an empty barrel and a pile of potatoes on the floor.
Okay. Now I want to take the barrel and then take it to the window and throw it through the window.
Okay. You move action, empty the barrel, walk back up, and you want to. Well, I mean, you can't throw it out the window this turn because you've only still got like so many actions. But like, what's your intention here?
I want to make it look like somebody went out the window, maybe.
Okay. You throw the barrel out the window. It makes a rustling sound in that direction. Make a deception check.
Deception check.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
deception.
perception, not.
That was my perception.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Might have worked, might have not. Hard to say. Yamatoza.
Oh crap! I was
Oh,
hoping
no.
for him.
Yeah, I should have waited and then threw it like so I can move in the same turn. Damn it.
All right. At this point,
Shit. Ooh.
here we go. Let's get. Yeah, this will do. All right. Come on, play the music. Okay. So. Yama
Jeez.
opens the door. Hey, all right. Who closed the doors on me while I wasn't looking, while the characters weren't there?
No.
I only closed the doors to Fumihido's.
Someone,
I'm only on the second floor, so I can't touch anything in the first anymore.
well, someone's done a sneaky and closed all the doors between him and where you guys are.
What?
I won't be mad. I just I'll just level him up though if no one fesses up. Who did it? Come on.
I didn't
No one
do
of you
it.
did.
Admit it, Neil. Come
It
on.
wasn't me. I only touched the one doors.
Do you open the door by clicking?
My game crashed, so I physically couldn't have.
Yeah, I could see these doors were open, but now they're closed. That's fine. Maybe Fantasy Grounds has ghosts.
That's kind of smart.
Yeah, maybe
but-
Fantasy Grounds has
Wow.
ghosts. All right.
Ghosts are on our side.
So Yamahito is gonna move in.
The haunted house.
All right.
I didn't even know I could open doors until I opened the kitchen.
That's
so.
true. That's true. Okay, so Takeshi's fine. That just means it's one of you, and Matt's being very quiet. All right. So heading in as his first action, he begins to look around. He casts his gaze. Now he had heard the barrel before.
This is very calm music for what's about to happen.
So he now moves.
Crap.
As he gets to here, I need Fumihito to make a deception roll.
Right. There's also a plot twist, by the way.
There's a plot twist. Oh,
God.
okay. I see how it is.
No.
Very well. With a
There's a
24.
trap door. He falls through it.
No, with a 24, instead of looking to his right, which would have shown him Takeshi straight away, he looks to the left and inspects the tarot card Fumihito had left on the ground. This will help you for now. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Avarian, your choices are erratic behavior, the path least traveled, or broken. Erratic behavior, path least traveled, or broken.
I will take erratic behavior for
Erratic
200, Alex.
behavior. Very well. Okay. Erratic behavior plot twist has been played, which means he does look at the tarot card. And with a single fell crashing sound, he's going to use his last action and destroy the door on the other side, revealing that it is only but a washroom. But that is him starting to look around in this room for the rest of this time. He will continue erratic behaviors for too long. Let's just say that. Far too long. All right. Ryoshi, we return.
Now, Ryoshi knows he's not the most stealthy individual, right? He's not trained for stealth. This game heavily, this game is very much against him. But he does have one good thing he can do really well that he's been trained decades to do. And that is to stand absolutely still at attention for a period of time. So, he is going to do exactly that. He is not going to move a muscle.
Nice.
He's not going to open anything. He's not going to move his feet. He's not going to play with his breastplate or anything like that. He's just going to remain absolutely still at attention because he does not know how perceptive his opponent is. So the best thing for him to do is to remain still, quiet, and calm.
All right. You remain quiet. Still. I need a stealth check from you, and you will have advantage.
I'm just picturing Drax, like
Eating peanuts.
Alright. Stealth check. As I said, he's not the greatest at stealth, okay?
Natural 20!
well, you don't need to be.
You perform an exemplary impression of a suit of armor.
Yeah.
And ironically, you might actually have the best chance that anyone has of this. So basically,
And
yeah.
And I think I'll just streamline the thing and do exactly that until the game is over.
Very well.
Fair enough.
All right, Kaito, we return to you.
He is going to trigger his inner child. Maybe there was a play that he saw once where some kid was left home by themselves and a couple of robbers attacked the place. And he's going to grease the top steps of the... he's going to cast grease on the upper steps of the staircase, so if he slips on it, he falls down the stairs.
All right.
Wow.
Let's create...
It is verbal, so he'll have to say it quietly under his breath, but... But yeah, it targets 4 squares, so I'm for sure gonna hit all 3 of the top steps at least.
All right.
This is cool.
All right, grease me up, grease me up, woman. Okie dokie.
Point in.
Also, since it is a cast of 30 feet, I would probably have casted it like at that corner, so I didn't have to like be at the top of the stairs to cast it, because that would be a little risky.
Well, this is as far as you would have gotten from your first movements.
Oh, sure.
You remember? Strange. It's almost like you were taking actions outside of your turn while I wasn't looking.
I was
Strange.
just wishing until you
How-
said stop moving.
How suspicious. For those of you who don't know the rules, you don't get to move your character when it's not your turn. Unless I give you free reign to move.
It was before you said stop moving.
No, it wouldn't have been.
But yeah.
Alright. Grease. Done.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I have one
and
action
let's
to
make
move. Oh,
that-
do you need to make a stealth check? Because I do have to be verbal.
You need to make a you need to make a deception check. And you have to beat
Or deception?
You
Oh.
have to beat a
Oh.
19.
Child's play.
As you want to.
You know, I can't live with Kaito failing a deception roll, so I'm just gonna give that a +4.
Sure, not a problem. Done and done.
I can't have him fail deception. That's his only thing.
All right. That is Kaito. You've got a.
And
You've got.
yeah, I still have a move, so I'll move around this corner at this door. I won't open it yet, though.
All right. Now, in the span of 5 minutes, Yama.
Come to think of it, there actually is
Stop it! No.
over the last few
Don't-
months without the help.
Don't tell me about
Jeez, what a
Grammarly.
movie ambiance.
I know about Grammarly. Grammarly is amazing. I already use it for my Lisdexia. All right. Okay. So, during this round, at the end of every round, Yama is going to get a chance to barrage himself because he is acting erratic. So, Fumihito, let's make a. Oh, ghosts?
Oh, no.
You want ghosts, OG? I'll tell you what, OG. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Because we're friends, for a donation of $5, I will add a ghost cat to this encounter. And the ghost cat will potentially give away the location of people nearby them as a random event. 100%. I will do that as a gift to you, OG. Because I don't want to charge too much for it. I mean, like, you know, this is a little cat. It's just a tiny little thing. All right. I'll count that as a jinx point. There you go. That's how I'll do it. Okay, so Yama is going to roll a random dice and see if he can pick one of you guys up. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a D8 for this. So that means you guys got a really, really good chance for stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he does not know where any of you guys are specifically. So I'm going to roll a random dice to see what direction he goes in. All right. He is going to make a strength. Oh, sorry. He's going to make an athletics check.
Bro, stuck with the wall. Holy shit.
With a 31. There is an eruption of splintered wood as
Oh my god.
Yama.
Be able to
the
move him
whole-
through those doors.
Should be able to. There it is. Boom. As Yama crashes through that particular wall.
Oh
Fumihito, you hear that? But yeah, you don't see anything. You're staying perfectly still. All right. Top of the round, Fumihito.
I think this round is just me staying perfectly still. Is he actually? Can I see him?
If you wish to, you may make a stealth check. But keep in mind, you can make up to 3 of them, and then whatever the highest is, that's what we'll go with for it. If that's your whole focus for this round. Oh yeah!
I was just gonna.
That's
I
good
was
to
gonna
know.
see if I could get around him, but
You could try a distraction of some kind. You could try to, because keep in mind,
Yeah.
he has to defeat you.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Especially this dude.
If you've ever played Dead by Daylight, it can be hard. He won't defeat you in a single strike. Maybe.
Oh, we're playing Dead by Daylight. Holy shit! Gotta turn on the generators, guys.
I was actually kind of like, yeah. I was like, this is kind of like Trail, but Outhouse on the Hill. But yeah, Dead by Daylight is also a very good comparison.
All right, so
That
what are you
game
doing,
is
Fumihito?
Hard.
I'm debating. So, does the house have to stay intact?
No, clearly not.
Yeah, he just busted a wall.
Fair point. Because last combat, I made a Molotov out of my oil jar.
Sure, you can try
and I
that.
didn't use it. So I'm going to bathe his.
Just before you do so, you're going to start setting fire to the Empress's summer vacation home.
Yes.
All right, making sure you're aware of that. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I won't burn down the
No,
Empress's
I'm not
house.
saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying, I mean, as long as you're good with the consequences of such a thing happening.
Either we'll die or he'll die from the fire.
I'm pretty sure Fumihito would still sleep well. All right. I could do that. Actually, since he's in the room, is opening a door an action? I guess I should also ask.
Mm-hmm.
Is opening doors action?
No, you can do it as part of a move action.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I was gonna have to ask that on my next turn, so I'm glad that.
1, 2, 3. Open a door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Open this door. Then I'm going to move out to here, and I'm going to empty my ink bottle as I move through behind me. Like basically make a pool of ink, because ink is quite viscous and it will make his life irritable behind me, and then keep going. My second move. 1, 2, 3, 4. So did emptying the ink bottle take a move or an action?
I'll say you can do it as a free action. That's fine.
Okay. In which case I'll keep running. 1, 2, 3, 4, and get to about there.
All right.
I'll avoid burning down the summer house for now.
Okay, so as you've done so, I need your stealth check for me.
Yeah, this is gonna go well. Stealth. Yeah, that. 3.
Oof.
Yeah, he finds you with a natural 1.
Oh yeah.
You have a hero point. No.
You do have a hero point.
Yeah. I probably should save that for my character's inevitable death.
All right. Tamaki, it is your turn.
Okay, so I can't really see much from where I am. Is there like you said there was a downstairs? Is there a stairs going up too?
Yes.
Okay, because yeah, I can't see that one.
Yep, there's a pair of stairs going up and down. Oi, stop it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna after kind of. Did I see Fumihito run that way?
Did you see Fumihito run that way? Yes.
Okay, so I would just be like, I would just kind of to Fumi or to Takeshi, just kind of look at him and go like, pointing like we gotta go upstairs,
Takeshi,
and then Tamaki's gonna go upstairs for his first
do you
section.
respond at all?
That's downstairs, ain't it?
He's pointing there.
There's
There's
two
an
stairways.
upstairs and a downstairs area, so it goes up and down.
Oh, it
I'm
goes
just
up
kind
and
of
down.
pointing at. I'm just kind of pointing at either one of them, and I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right, you're heading upstairs.
But like,
Oh, okay. Okay. I give him a thumbs up.
Okay, and Tamaki will be here. All right, there you go. Done.
I might need a torch again.
Yep, gotcha.
Oh, there we go.
Done. Give
So
me a
then it would've gone
give
up
me a
here.
goddamn
Sorry.
second. All right, there you go.
Sorry.
All right, done. Which brings us to Takeshi.
All right.
I still have 2 moves
Uh,
or 2 actions.
I'm gonna roll a stealth.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right, make your stealth
Um,
check.
I'm
Hey!
doing it. I'm doing it.
So, Careful Cantrip has just joined in. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear friends over at Careful Cantrip, wonderful TTRPG streamers, and a place where I like to hang my hat every Wednesday. All right. Yes, be sure to go check them out. Okay, so, Careful Cantrip gave you an insight bonus. So, Takeshi, I will offer you a couple of things. Either A, I can give you the insight bonus to re-roll that stealth check, or B, I could give you the insight bonus in regards to the rules of the game. Which would you prefer?
I want to re-roll.
Reroll? All right, let's re-roll it.
I think I'd still have 2 actions also.
Dang it.
No.
All right. Oh yes, you do indeed. You passed the secret message and then you moved up the stairs. You've got one more.
So I would have just kept moving up the stairs and then stealth checked.
Yep, cool. You can make your stealth check as well.
All right.
And I don't have a thing. God dang it.
All right.
No.
Well,
So I think I'd be at the top then where Kaito is then, right?
all right. Well, Yama. Here's.
Wait, it's still my turn.
Oh, yes, sir. You've made a stealth check, right? So unless you want to move and break that stealth.
Oh. Well, I was rolling the stealth check so I could move stealthily.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. Okay. Sorry. Of course. You will keep that stealth check, but yeah, you can move up to 3 times, but you only move at half speed.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Where are you gonna move?
Okay. I was like, what the heck?
No, sorry. When you said I stealth,
Okay.
I presume that's I'm stealthing here.
No, I'm moving. I'm moving. I got plenty.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna. So what's half of 25?
12.5.
Down.
5, 10, 15. Okay, that's one move. Yeah. Then. Oh, I can only move 10. Oh, okay. So I move there, and then I move again here,
Yep.
and then I will move here and open this door.
All right. You open the door leading out of the kitchen. All right. Now, Yama.
You just hear stories everywhere.
Huh?
Nothing.
Is gonna. Yeah, he hears a lot of noise, so he is gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he gets to here, he sees Fumihito. But let's see about your erratic behavior. That is a low. He does not go for Fumihito. 5, 10, 15, 20. He goes upstairs.
Oh.
25, 30. He appears behind. Unfortunately, Tamaki. As Tamaki sees you,
Um,
All right. Okay, so Tamaki, as it gets to you, you hear a soft bell, and this very faint meow. And looking by your feet, you feel something brush past it. You're not sure what it is, but the moment you look down, Yama swings.
Please miss. Please miss.
why did you bring him to me?
I didn't realize you.
27 to hit.
Ouch.
That is
Oh.
32 points of damage. All right. So that was 2 moves and an attack. And he looks to you and says, Miketa. As he has found you. This is the common phrase given when the cat finds the mouse. All right. You have to run. Ryoshi, you're up next, though. Ryoshi, you're just going to chill?
Yeah, Roche is just gonna stay where he is.
Good job. I'll give you, because of how far away he is, I'll give you a free chance to talk to Fumihito and Takeshi. You can kind of hear them outside where you are.
No, they're playing a great distract. He's gonna, as he's saying it, he's gonna go. Well, these guys are doing a great job of distracting the thing, even though they really should have just hid and stood perfectly still and just assumed the position of statue in a royal summer vacation home that would definitely have statues running around the place. Not have statues standing exactly still with different things, because that would have been the smart thing to do. But I'm sure they have a plan.
You hear,
Oh, seriously.
as you say that, you hear thunder.
I don't look like a.
You hear thunder from above
I
you.
don't look like a.
Ah, damn it! Ow.
I really hope
Oh,
they have.
shit! My leg again!
How can I do that?
Neil,
Look like
Neil,
a samurai?
Sorry, I'm done.
It's too loud. Too much. See, because of how loud you are, when we're trying to hear Ryoshi, it's just a little bit.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's fine.
I pray to Shizuru that they have a great plan, a great strategy, because this is in fact a game of strategy and not one of simply running around trying to hide and faint away.
Very true.
Perhaps if
Well,
they
I tried to do strategy and that didn't work out.
Perhaps if they made it difficult and used the area around them, as well as creating traps and pitfalls, maybe even working together, that might be able to succeed in this position in this game. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, touch the side of my nose.
Yeah?
That was to Fumihito and Takeshi, by the way. Where did my coin go? Nope.
I think,
Any.
for me and Kaito, it's gonna turn into
That's
Jackie
about
running
it.
around the mansion.
Okay, good. I was. Yep, very well. Okay. Kaito, you're up. You hear a cacophonic noise coming from just beyond the door next to you.
Oh yeah, the door's still closed. I didn't open it yet.
You have not opened that door.
I was going to on my next turn. I'm going to back away slowly from the door.
Sure.
Oh,
Seems smart. Where is my...
In fact, now realizing that may be a stairwell up, and knowing that he's up here, I might just continue on to the exact opposite stairwell. What is my speed though? I forgot if I have 25 or 30.
Oh, there it is. Ah, I found my coin. Okay, kill.
Here's a large thump behind the door, and Kaido's like, well, I'm not going that way.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm gonna get out of there. Actually, since I cannot make it that far stealthily, I'm going to go around the corners dead. And try to roll a stealth check, which is not super great. Because I'm missing a hand, so therefore I cannot be stealthy. Which is kind of funny. Oof. Well, he's got other things to deal with right now, so
Oh, yeah.
I still feel
You're
relatively
feeling pretty
fine.
confident. All right, I like it. I like it.
You know what? And also on top of that, I'll take off a shoe and I'll throw it down the stairs to make it sound like I went down the stairs instead of going around the corner.
All right, very, very well. Fumihito, we go back to you downstairs. You have somewhat lost your quarry, miraculously.
Hmm. I will backtrack and open this door
All right,
and go in.
very well. In this room, the smell of heavy dust and moldering books fills the air. You can see a series of scrolls that are held on wall-to-wall bookshelves, with two windows that sit behind a small reading desk. You can see that this nook has been somewhat neglected, but standing in the corner, actually, it's just out of view from where you are. But let's move you just a tiny bit. You can actually see there's a small table with what looks to be a spilled bottle or spilled glass of some very, very expensive sake.
Still wet?
Yeah.
Hmm. I'll close the door behind me. And then I'm going to go over. Move to the far side of the table here.
We are playing a whole different game right now. Like this is a whole thing.
And
Yeah, it's stealth,
because-
stealth, and bash.
Because my entire character is esoterica and lore, I have now completely supplanted the fact that I'm here for something else, and I want to know why this abandoned place has spilled wet sake on a table.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna start investigating this corner.
Okay, make a perception check. You can't tell much from what was discussed or what happened here, but there is a small smell that is quite particular. A perfume you recognize. You take a moment, and it seems to be a kind of like a mind-affecting... It's like a clouding your judgment kind of thing. Looking at the drink, I'm going to get you to make a nature check for me. Unfortunately,
11.
an alchemist you are not. And aside from this very familiar smell that's kind of like very, very, like, like alcohol clouds your judgment kind of thing. Apart from that smell, you don't really have anything standing out too strongly here. All right. Now, let's go meet the master disaster. Tamaki, what are you doing?
I'm gonna open the door.
All right.
And then I'm gonna. Shoot. I guess I'm going to, because I don't know if he's got any kind of attacks as I leave. So I guess I'm gonna take an action to disengage or something.
Yes, you can take a guarded step to disengage.
So that's just 5, right?
No. I believe it just takes 2 actions for your movement.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. I see Kaito, and I'm like, shit. 20, 25, 30.
All right, you begin
So
to
that's
leave.
1, 2, and then I have a quick question. So, with the slippers of spider climbing in the description of it, it actually says I don't need to use my hands to climb. But would I be able to use it to walk on, like, to kind of stick onto the wall and then try to run and kind of stick to the ceiling?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you do need 3 points of contact, so that requires one of your hands.
Well, it just
Right.
says for 1 minute you gain 30-foot climb speed and you don't need to use your hands to climb. However, the slippers require decent traction for you to walk on a wall, so they provide no benefit when you're moving across greased, ice, or oil surfaces. Allowing you to walk on a vertical surface or even to move upside down along the ceilings. Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm actually going to activate by yelling Patiola, and and then I'm gonna go 5. How tall are the walls?
15 foot.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And then 25 to get onto the ceiling. And then kind of 30, I'm going to just kind of get on the ceiling and kind of make my way above the stairs. So it may be hard for him to try and get to me. And that's my 3 actions, is just to get on the ceiling.
I'm so sorry, Neil.
Takeshi.
You just turned yourself into a pinata.
No, I'll tell
right.
I'll tell you guys why in a minute. I made something.
Oh, I have a feeling I can't know what's happening.
You happy?
Okay.
You happy there?
Oh,
You can
I'm
re-roll
ready.
your stealth if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have to re.
You can re-roll it 3 if you want to stay there. You can re-roll it 3 times and take the highest. This is basically my equivalent of your
No, I'm not
full
gonna stay
action
here.
to hide.
Yeah, I'm not staying. Right here.
All right, where are we going?
I have a plan. Alright. That's better.
All right.
Alright. And then I'm gonna move over here.
Alright.
To this and pick up some knives.
Sure. You grab some kitchen knives.
Yep. And then I'm gonna move back over here.
All right, stealth
And,
check.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Dang it.
All right. All right, that's where you are. You,
Right, and then okay.
because you
Wait,
moved,
am
drawn
I done?
a weapon, and then moved back.
Oh, okay.
All right. We then go to Yama. Now this is very unfortunate for you, because I was thinking about how do I build Yama? What do I do? What do I do to make Yama? And I was like, I don't know how to build a fighter, so I'm going to do something that I'm probably not going to use. So I took, as he steps into this room.
uh-oh.
So I took Powerful Leap,
Oh no.
Combat Climber, and
Oh,
Wall
shit.
Jump.
No. No.
All 3 together translates to 5, 10, 15, 20. He doesn't even need to go to the other wall. He looks at Kaito. He looks at Tamaki. He is still erratic.
Oh no.
He is going to go for Tamaki, because that was a 1.
Ah!
All right.
No.
He needs to make an athletics check.
Natural 1. Natural. Oh.
A 19 is plenty for what he needs to clear that 10-foot distance.
Natural 1.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Athletics to climb first,
Oh.
and then he needs to make an athletics to jump. Sorry, my apologies.
Okay.
Getting ahead of myself. Jump!
Oh.
And... As he
Oh no.
leaps in your direction, he is going to swing his club for a natural 1.
Oh!
And he is going to use his second action.
Oh no. That's not a crit fail.
Oh yeah, no, it is a crit fail. Let's do the crit fail first. What is the crit fail?
It's like, whoa.
That's the natural one that you needed the most.
I know, that's
That's
what I was
true.
calling it. I'm like,
That's
I
true.
need this.
He does have a second one, which he will use likely to try and grab Tamaki. Or,
I'm gonna roll a dice for this.
yeah, we'll have a look. Let's see. All right, so as he leaps across and tries to grab Tamaki, let's see what happens. Give me a number between 1 to 5.
3.
All right. This is exactly what you needed.
Yeah! I rolled my own dice roll to decide what number.
All right, eat dirt. He falls prone, which means instead of using his last action to grab you, he falls straight down. As he falls straight down, what he doesn't realize is the stairs are greased
Yeah!
and immediately slips down to the first floor.
Home Alone. It worked. Home Alone logic worked.
Kudos. Well done. That was very impressive.
That was awesome.
We should crash. As he just falls down the stairs.
All right. With his last action, he's going to use half his move to stand up and move. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. He gets to here, and he will make that. You know what? No, he won't move. He'll make a perception check to see who he can hear next. Oh, wait. Cat. Let's see what the cat does. All right, so we have this. So, OG Lava Kitten, we have a ghost cat in the house. We're going to flip a coin. If it is red, the cat is going to help Yama and is going to meow near one of you. If it is blue, it is going to meow somewhere else in the house, and Yama is going to have that potentially be where he goes. All right, so here we go. First is red.
Oh.
All right, which means we're going to see who gets meowed at. 3. That is Takeshi. So Takeshi, your stealth check's a 17, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I don't think he can fail. No, he can. He could fail. He does not. All right. So he hasn't moved yet, but he does know where you are. But you don't know that.
Okay.
Ryoshi, you hear the sliding and the thud coming down.
Ryoshi thinks to himself, "Good. They're using this area around them to their advantage. Glad they learned something in the last fight."
Very good. Users.
That's good.
Ryoshi's gonna
No,
keep doing what he's doing.
yeah, it was completely intentional. Exactly how they wanted that plan to work. Flawlessly.
Well, Ryoshi believes they're competent-ish. It's fine.
Yeah, he can actually see what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Tamaki and Kaito is literally Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
All right.
Would that mean I'm Scooby then? Because I'm
Yeah.
the dog.
All right, Ryoshi, you're still good on your nat 20. As you quietly commentate and narrate what's going on, you're just like, oh my god. All right, Kaito.
I'm dumbfounded by what just happened, but hey, I'm glad that my grease worked. I'm gonna open up this door. This looks really cluttered. What is
All right,
this
hold on.
place?
Let me just change map real quick. There we go. All right, inside here you find the master bedroom. The master bedroom has a spectacular view of the countryside, the several rice fields and paddies that grow on the mountainside that you are up here, as well as the blackberry bushes, which are all that kind of remain of the garden that is now here. You can also see that there's a large river that leads down towards Minkai, and actually, not too far away from where you are, you actually notice that there is a temple made of solid jade with a statue of what looks to be a foo dog, or a pair of foo dogs, guarding a torii gate.
I'll have to ask Fumihito about that later.
You mean about his house,
I'm
where
gonna-
he lives?
Well, I'm assuming that that's what that is.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
was
presume
like,
the
hey,
temple
is that
made
what
of
the temple
jade
looks
is the
like?
jade temple that everyone talks about.
Yeah, neat. I didn't
No,
realize this place was so close.
It's not. You've been teleported a far way away.
Oh, good point. All right, well, I'm going to close it behind me, and then I'm going to open this one. And what is this?
All right. This is a washroom, quite a large and opulent washroom with what looks to have
Yeah.
not only a magical heating rack with a rod that has some runes inscribed on it to warm it, but also a rune inscribed bathtub, which automatically fills with water. Same with this basin here. There's also a cupboard that is not too far from where you are standing. So you've moved twice.
It automatically fills with water, like when you are in
You
it.
place your hand on the
or-
rune, and it'll start to fill with water. If you place it on this rune, it's hot water. This hand, it's cold water. This hand, it's warm water.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
What?
shut the door
Fancy.
behind me, and I'm going to try to lay in the tub without touching any runes to fill it with water, because that would give me away.
And I die. Okay, make a stealth check.
All right.
And I die.
All right, a 14. Very well. All right, Fumihito, it is your turn.
All right. So there's some alchemical thing mixed into this sake. Wet sake. Old abandoned house.
Well, you don't know
room
if
that's
there's
been
anything mixed
neglected.
into the sake. You failed that check, unfortunately.
That's true. I just recognize the fragrance.
The fragrance.
Slightly.
There's a perfume in the air.
But this room is relatively undisturbed.
Yes, yes. Except for the glass.
So, except for the glass. So I'm going to use my skill, esoteric, to recall knowledge on local haunts and curses to see if I can figure out whether or not we might be dealing with a supernatural entity within this house. I have both dubious knowledge and assurance lore esoterica. So I can either take 26 or 23, which is my default, or I could, if I'm silly, make the roll and use dubious knowledge, which could be fun.
All right.
I think I'm gonna roll. Feels like a roll set type of day.
All right.
So 21. If that doesn't succeed, what dubious knowledge does is it gives me a true piece of information and an erroneous piece of information, and I'm not sure which is which.
All right. Well, just because this is the case, and this is probably going to be the last thing we're going to do tonight, I'm going to put a 3-minute poll up as to whether or not this house is haunted. Because I don't know. Why not? So, audience, you guys get to decide whether or not this house is indeed haunted, and I will spend the next week coming up with exactly how it is haunted. You can choose for the house not to be haunted, for it to be the house that is cursed, for the cat, the ghost, to be cursed, to have an object within the house cursed, or the land itself is cursed. So you get to pick any of these things, and whatever we land on, that is what we will work on. Cursed house, cursed cat, cursed object, cursed land, or not cursed. Take your pick. Ah.
And so,
Thank you. Thank you, OG.
let's see.
All right.
That was one action.
Yeah, that's your one action. So you're starting to look into whether or not there are any curses here. From the looks of it,
Yes.
it looks like something's cursed. I feel like I should have just put in all of the above as an option.
Of would have gotten all the votes. Ooh, house is up to 2. So you said there's a collection of scrolls and stuff here.
Yes. Yep.
From this corner, those shelves that are lining in this corner, I will take a moment to glance through them because my character, I'm completely distracted by this right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. All right. So, rummaging through the books and stuff like that, you can see that a lot of them are history books and tales and romance novels and stuff like that. This looks like, I mean, it's what you'd expect from a holiday home of like an emperor, right? A lot of this is about like etiquette and decorum and royalty. Here are the pantheons and the religions and how to deal with the Shinto priests and stuff like that. These are like, you would imagine that when you were a child being raised to be the emperor, you would spend a lot of your time here under heavy guard and protection. The stuff in these rooms here are used to tutor you into becoming the perfect emperor or empress in this case. You do notice something, because I am going to give you a bone here because you've been very patient. I appreciate that, and so is Ryoshi. So I've got something special for Ryoshi in a minute. Now, what you find here is something rather unusual. There is a very worn and tattered suit of cloth on what looks to be a mannequin nearby. It's in a glass cabinet kind of thing embedded into the wall.
Mhm.
It seems to be wielding a samishen, and you've never seen this before. It's the first time you've seen it. But what you see is, maybe I've got it. I do not, but I can put it on the internet. Bear with me for a moment, everyone, while I get the image.
Hi.
But it is next to a portrait.
Okay.
It's almost as if this portrait was hidden.
Hmm.
And the portrait, you can make a perception check to scrutinize the portrait.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point on that. Could I use that to reroll?
Yes.
Come on, second one in a row. No, but a 3. So
Well,
two
you know what?
better.
You only needed 14 for this one. Because the
Alright.
image you see is of this person here,
Okay.
who initially you don't recognize until you see the tattoo. Now, this is the actual armor, weapon, and samishen that you can see in the case, right? The tattoo, however, you recognize that from the Empress.
Interesting. How old is the painting?
Reasonably
Or does it
fresh,
look?
probably maybe a year or two.
So, yep. I grab a chair, pull it over, probably pull out the Whispering Tome, and I will sit there and start the whole Jade Temple analysis thing where I'm going through the lore, the pages, the notes, and I'm going to see if there's any history or esoteric nature to these objects.
Very well. By the way, this is the Empress.
Oh wow.
For those of you that would like to know. All right. So the winner of the haunt was the house and an object. So Ryoshi, my friend,
I'm here.
we are going to let you decide. Tell me a story, Ryoshi, of the curse that is residing in this house. You can make it up entirely. I will go with whatever you decide. Speak to your heart as to what curse lies over this humble abode.
Now, this house wasn't just constructed for Miko Kaijutsu, the newly emperor of the realm. No, this house is far more ancient. It is in fact the first residence of the first emperor themselves, a little humble abode. Now, how the emperor began their power is by spreading through the land, bloodshed, etc., etc., etc. But the important thing is that all these souls came into this, all the souls of all the families that have been slain have come into this house, corrupting it, giving a sense of not anger, but sadness over the lives that have lost. The very walls weep and wail with the sound of grieving families. And all of this resides, well, the main power source of this curse resides in a small stone tablet on top of the house itself. almost like a gravestone being the focal point. How's that sound?
Beautiful. I love it. All right. Fumihito, you know that there is a curse here, and this is a curse of guilt. The guilt felt by all these suffering souls. Now, who here has taken the life of someone that was not done in self-defense? And I mean, like, your life was immediately threatened.
Now, that's a question. Was Ryoshi an executioner for his family or not? Would that be part of the samurai training?
How old is Ryoshi?
He is 59, so he's relatively youngish
Yeah,
for a dwarf.
yeah. I'd say, being as young as you are, you probably haven't been called to do that yet.
Alright, then no, he is not.
All right, Takeshi, what about you?
I can't think of anything.
All right, Fumihito.
Mhm. I'm debating something. So, quite a number of years ago, on an esoteric a recovery with one of the other members of the Jade Temple, we came across the relic in question. The relic was far more powerful than anticipated. Was locked behind a barrier that could only be passed through by someone who could spirit walk, or someone who is dead. Myself and the other retrievalist, thaumaturge, basically drew straws to see who would have to hope that a resurrection could take place after the acquisition. I drew and was scheduled to be slain. The other collector, who was much older than I was at the time, put himself in a position where he couldn't be.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna pause here. I love this story.
Sure.
I love this story, but I'd love to have that be delved into, maybe with the characters as opposed to off the side. But I love the implications, and I'm gonna keep onto them, and I'm gonna open that to explore that next time as well. But the question is,
All right.
Are you burdened
Yes.
with the guilt?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna add a condition to your character real quick, which I'll add to anyone who has
Sure.
this, which is called the Burden of Guilt, which will have effects during our next game. All right. Tamaki.
Tamaki hasn't. He's probably seen members die
Have you felt
from other members.
what about have you felt guilty?
Oh, just guilt in general?
No, guilt about I mean, even your family, would you feel responsible if your family was responsible for killing innocent people? Like the werewolves.
Yes, because I think because Tamaki's goal obviously to like protect those that he can. And since they were like the werewolves were helping us, and we were tied with them, and then I found that symbol of our clan there, meaning maybe my family may have done something to him. So yes.
All right.
I feel guilty that I'm not trained well enough to help protect those that my family cannot.
All right. Kaito, what about you?
Yes. He, despite, obviously not being able to do anything when he was 3, he still does feel guilt that all he did was run away while his parents were basically incinerated. So, and also he might have stolen things from people that were starving, and he feels guilty even if they didn't die. that he might have possibly led them to their deaths by that.
All right. Well, with the burdens now weighing upon you, you feel as though those of you with burdens of guilt feel chains wrap around your body. You feel a heavy stone on your chest pulling you down, and we will find out what that what that implies when we return next week for more adventures with the Ruby Phoenix.
And I'm already laying in a coffin.
That's very true. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's game. I had a lot of fun. It was a little bit different to our usual types of games. Obviously, we've had a few kind of combat heavy ones. This one's a hide and seek game, and they just have to kind of survive, right? This is round 3 currently. So right now we are just waiting on. There we go. We are waiting on 2 more rounds, and if they do survive those extra 2 rounds, with everything in tow, they will pass their task. But we'll have to see if they can make it. A huge shout out and thank you to our sponsors once again, Hero Forge for the wonderful artworks you see on screen, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, and Sirenscape for the beautiful sounds that we got to use for the course of the game. Another massive shout out to all of our lovely audience members for all of the bits and all of the donations. Guys, you help me do this. You help me. You literally are the single-handed reason why I can do this. So thank you for all of your support. Thank you to my Patreons, of which, of course, not only would I not be able to play this amazing game, but I also wouldn't have the opportunity to tell such an incredible story and share it with people. So thank you guys for being an inspiration. And without any further ado, we are going to go and pass on the love and raid. We are going to go and raid our dear friend, Lou Boffin. Now Lou Boffin does D&D streams. She is talking about not Careful Cantrip. What am I saying? Well, Careful Cantrip is something to talk about. By the way, if you want to talk about Careful Cantrip, boom, there it is. Shout out Careful Cantrip. Yeah, go check out Careful Cantrip. They're cool. But also she's sitting around talking about Critical Role, as well as playing some Jackbox games. So we're gonna go hang out with our dear friend Lou. She's also an Australian content creator. And guys, if you want to hang out with me more, and if you want to chat and ask me questions, consider coming over to our Discord, because I answer D&D and TTRPG related questions. You'll get all the notifications for all the shows that I do, not just the ones on my channel, but also over on Careful Cantrip, Mercs of Mischief, and Quincy's Tavern, and Robert Hartley GM as well. So anytime I'm on those, that's where you'll get all the notifications from. So yeah, consider giving us a follow. And guys, as always, till the next time we meet, wherever you are, whatever you happen to be doing, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.